black flies and mud season. I just like the idea of having lakes and hills and being out there, but the winters may be harsh. Arkansas, Missouri, maybe even Oklahoma. That stuff sounds decent. There sure was a truck coming up behind me. He's going to have to pull up his britches and pass me. Making it easy going 5 under the speed limit. Not trying to be annoying, sir. I just can't be bothered to speed up, and I don't have much gas here. I'm trying to be economical and green. If I was a Formula One car, I'd turn it over. Is it a military truck? What the hell was that? Well, maybe a surplus military truck. Yeah, my solar-powered car is not really working today. There you go, buddy. They're cursing me, but I got Washington plates, so they don't know. Blame it on Washington. Stapletown. Man, there ain't nothing going on. Oh, there's a little bit more down that way. But I sure don't see a gas station or no sign of it.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto US 83 South.
That gas station. That'll do. Why
At
do
the
they
stop
send
sign,
me to
turn
North
right
Platte
onto US
again?
83 South.
Wrong? What's going on here?
Continue on US 83 South for 4 miles. In 800 feet, turn right onto Nebraska 92 East.
pretty soon. Huh. That must be the trouble of 'cause it's not coming up on noon, it's coming up on 1 o'clock. Well, 353 miles, that's the furthest I've had to cut it. Out here in the flats, though, I could
Turn
get a
right onto
400
US
miler.
83 South. Continue on US 83 South for 3/4 of a mile. half a mile, turn left onto Nebraska 92 East. Signs for State Route 92. Take the next left onto Nebraska 92 East. Signs for State Route 92.
Well, we're joining the convoy here into Broken Bow. Hello? Hey, I'm still 50 miles away. I think I got routed poorly, and I guess I was so far away from signal it didn't say. I don't know. So, also, the time changed, so I'm not sure when it changed, but I was going by an hour earlier than it is. So, I hope that they're not waiting, but I hadn't had any signal to be able to tell you. Oh, okay. So maybe something got through to you. I've learned not to trust when it says I've got full bars. That means definitely no signal. But if it's got 3 bars, that means maybe I'll get something through. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm headed that way, and that'll put me. Yeah, gosh, it's been. I drove at least a whole extra hour, at least. Because it said I was 2 hours away when I left, and that was 3 hours ago. So I don't know what happened. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Good. I had to pull over, which is nice because it's raining pretty good. It's not troublesome rain for driving, but it's solid rain. How are you? Yeah. Uh, yeah. All right. I didn't think about it. It's Wednesday. Am too. Yeah, I wondered if what I got's not some flu thing going around, just a GI flu. So you got the same stuff? Yeah. mention progressive a few times, and he'll say, no doctor can help, nothing can be done. Well, all right, so why not go to progressive? Yep, it'll cost you, it was about $10,000 for me to get started there. But still, if I'm sick like this when I get back there, I'm going back. Yeah, well, it's like the autism guy told me, if they don't want to do it, then 60% of it is they want to do it. They want to get better. But yeah, today is definitely not a glamorous travel day. It's just cold, gray, rainy, a lot of cornfields. This morning when I was eating breakfast and having coffee at their little grocery store, the old ranchers were there, and I told them until I came into the area, I had no idea what was really here, and all at the same time, they all said nothing. It's Well, they were telling me that some time ago, which I don't know how old they were, but they looked like late 70s anyway. They went to Perry, Georgia, and they were this rodeo country. So they went to Perry for that. So they were talking about how, yeah, the whole town up and drove in a convoy, I guess. And yeah, they never thought that this was a beautiful place, but when they showed people photos of this place in Perry, everybody was amazed how beautiful it is. So he said he realized, yeah, that it does have a beauty to it. So that's good. I wrote a card for the owner of the motel, and she seemed happy about that. I didn't get to read what she texted, but I texted her to say, didn't give you my name yet, but I locked the door and paid, and put the towels where they're meant to go and all that. Yeah, I wrote it in the card and told the ranchers about it too. That this is the first time that I went anywhere in the States since I came back and thought, oh, this is like Taiwan. Like where the farmers would leave the vegetables out and you pay, there's no price listed because everybody knows the price. And if you can't pay that price, then you pay what you can, I guess. And there's a box, but there's no lid on the box. So all it would take is one thief to ruin that whole system. And it's not that most people in the countryside in Taiwan are good, it's all the people are. Because if you had one bad one, it wouldn't work. And obviously, that if she had one bad person come through there, it'd ruin it. But they don't. So, yeah, it was not fancy, but certainly comfortable. Really pretty well decorated in there. Yeah, they were trying to tell me to stick around for the football game this Saturday, but that's just too many days away. They like Broken Bow. They said I'll like it there. They kind of like Sass was saying that he doesn't do camping because he did enough of that in the Army. These guys are ranchers, and they said that if they were traveling, they wouldn't be sleeping in a tent. They understood I got to do what I got to do. It's what I was hoping for. I didn't bring the camera, so I couldn't ask them if they'd talk on camera. I don't know if I would have asked anyway. But yeah, they were. Here's somebody on a bicycle in the rain. Oh, no, I hear you. down in a little ditch coming out. You there? Ought to be. I'm out of the ditch now. Maybe you can hear me now. Yeah. Yeah, I was down in a little ditch there. But yeah, they were talking about this guy who just died, and they said he mostly drank himself to death. But what really got him was this last bull ride. I didn't ask how old he was, but at his age, they were clunking and shaking their heads that he had no business trying to ride that last bull, and after that, he just never was the same. That's just the craziest story. I guess the guy, he had to have kind of known what he was doing, whatever age it was. He was going to go out riding a bull. That's what he did. Yes, wild. Well, I talked about it as I'm talking about it now. But yeah, I think reviewing all these videos, I'll be able to sit down and write things out, and it'll be a very different experience because I can't really maintain an interesting narrative here talking to myself, but it does help pass the time. But yeah, writing it out will be for later. All right. Yeah.